All right, welcome to another episode of Lifestyles. Today we're going to be celebrating all the cool things that happen in America's finest city, from the restaurants and the social scenes to the communities and even the real estate, like this great pad we have right here. Let's go ahead and start the show right now.
Hi, welcome to another episode of Lifestyle San Diego. This is Arlo Nugent, broker Blue Chip Realty Group. This morning we're in one of my favorite communities in Little Italy to talk to the owner, Eddie, of Harbor Breakfast. Well, Eddie, here we are at Harbor Breakfast. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about, let's start from the beginning. How long have you been here?
We opened August 1st, 2014.
Okay.
We did it kind of, on the spur of the moment. We felt everybody was ready, and it was August 1st, and we just said, let's go.
Awesome. Now tell me, what did this place look like when you first came here?
Well, there was nothing inside. There was just the two posts, which were inside a place. It was Harbor Marine Supplies.
Okay.
So there was a lot of smells.
Yeah.
From way back when, of the fish store that was there. They used to make nets and all kinds of marine equipment and supplies, obviously. So it was just completely empty. Lots of tar on the ground, or on the floor, on the wooden floor. It's a very old building. So.
Interesting. Now, for those viewers who haven't been here, tell us a little bit about the separation. So we have a diner on one side,
yes.
And then where we're sitting now, what does this look like in the evenings?
It's a nice jovial atmosphere. It's created by the fantastic sounds of the jazz musicians that are around. You know, they're really well learned on the styles of Charlie Parker, Ornette Coleman, Lee Morgan. So it's something that creates a very good vibe, as they say here. We have Creole and Cajun food
Nice.
in the evening times by my friend John, and it's very lively.
Very nice. So on the other side here, it's a diner. People come here, it's very popular. I drove by and lines out the door. Literally, there's a line down the street. And it's a very well-known place for breakfast. But as you're developing this side, more and more people are realizing they can start their day and end their day here, correct?
Very true. Yeah, there's a lot of locals that when we did the Harbor Breakfast, we did for the locals specifically, and there was a clothing store on this side of the building, and she decided she didn't want to do it any longer after 7 or so years. So my business partners who own the building, they asked me what to do, and I said jazz club. Yeah.
Okay, so on the weekends, then you're serving breakfast here also, and then
That's
in
correct.
the evenings, it's a jazz club.
Yeah.
What nights are best? Would you recommend people come? Like, what time is a good time?
Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays we have live music here.
Okay, what
Yeah.
time does that usually start?
It starts around 7 on Thursdays, 7:30 or 8 o'clock on Fridays and Saturdays. And you should call because it's getting full.
So reservations are recommended?
Yes.
Excellent. Now, going back to the diner, is there any off-menu item? Is there a secret item or just an item that people really love here? Maybe the most popular?
We used to have them, but now there are our seafood specials. We had a frittata sirena, we had a shrimp diablo, and the lobster benedict. So
The shrimp
now
diablo sounds interesting. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, we make it with guajillo salsa with the big dry guajillo peppers. We mix it with pork belly, red bell peppers, and it's a nice mixture of Americana with obviously this is still California, you
Right.
know, and it's still Mexico at the same time. So
Right.
we kind of played around with that sort of thing. And
Oh.
big giant shrimp on top of it.
That sounds pretty amazing. Now, since you've been here, tell us about the transformation you've seen in Little Italy. Because on my side, being a real estate broker, it's unbelievable. Real transformation. And what about you on your end? What have you noticed?
Well, I was here years ago when I had a band. We used to play at the Chisel, which is down the street. on Kedner, and it was pretty much the Badlands back then in the late 80s, early 90s. So my business partner got together with Ted Smith. He got together with Jonathan Siegel, Kathy McCormick, Jim Brown, and others, and they purchased this block here and went to the CCDC, I believe, and they purchased it for very low price in hopes to develop Little Italy to the type of thing that they really envisioned and doing. So the city went ahead and picked several designs through them, and it kickstarted Little Italy. It was a very ballsy move, if I may say so. I mean, a lot of them are very long-time San Diego residents. So I think they saw Little Italy kind of dropping off the map. It wasn't something that was very pleasing to the eye at that time. And but if it wasn't for those guys, that Little Italy would probably perhaps still be bad.
Interesting. So if I were to go to the airport, pick up one of my international clients and bring him here for breakfast, and ask you to tell him what you like about Little Italy specifically, what are some things you would highlight?
Well, Little Italy is becoming more and more lively, a little bit different than the Gaslamp, for instance, and it's pretty much where the center of all festivities, restaurants is top restaurants. Having been a farmer, I believe that the suburbs and the farmlands are for farmers, and downtown is for people that are doing commerce. People that want to have festivals, people that want to live around a lively environment. And Little Italy really does offer that sort of thing. Some people may think it's a little bit too white, which in a sense, I do agree with that, okay? But there is a shift that I'm noticing because it's becoming more and more international. From Saudi Arabia, from Africa, a lot of Italians, obviously. I'm seeing some Germans, French. And so I think that's what's happening with Little Italy. It's becoming more of an international district than perhaps it used to be. So if you want to do business with all kinds of people from around the world, that's great. If you want to meet people going for breakfast here, have a breakfast that have a completely different point of view, then you will get that.
I've definitely noticed that. Definitely a melting pot here, people from all countries.
Yeah.
I can only imagine some of the conversations out there, especially with everything going on in our country and the media and having those international
it's fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. It was such a cool spot. And talking again about the diner out there, tell us about the diner table itself. I hear you spent a lot of time on it.
You mean sanding it?
Yes, yeah.
I spent a lot of time sanding it, as did Ted Smith, my business partner's girlfriend, Kathy McCormick.
Oh, nice of her.
She designed these chairs here. She was a very big part of designing the diner. Kathy and I designed it. And yes, we built everything by hand. So,
That's awesome. Very cool. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
Yes, pleasure.
Right on.
Good.
Right on.
Hi, I'm Jen Morris, and today we're taking you inside of Pueblo to speak with broker-owner of Ocean Pacific Realty, Steve Springer, about what a high-end restaurant like this means to the community of Pacific Beach, the fabulous farmers market in the area, an exciting event coming up, and what those final numbers were for 2016 in the real estate market. Just 2 blocks from the ocean in San Diego's Pacific Beach enclave, Pueblo brings a bit of the Baja Coast to San Diego. Pueblo's menu offers dishes derived from the coastal communities of Baja, contemporary chef-driven plates fueled by regional ingredients. The restaurant's 2 bars, indoors and on the rooftop deck, has seating that is laid out to seamlessly transition into an open courtyard and rooftop deck. We're here in beautiful Pacific Beach at Pueblo Restaurant, and I'm joined by broker-owner of Ocean Pacific Realty, Steve Springer. Steve, thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming.
This place has only been open for 4 months. It's absolutely beautiful. Tell us a little bit about it.
This place is called Pueblo, and it's located at the old China Inn restaurant location. They tore it down, completely remodeled it. One of the partners is a local home builder in PB, so they did a really good job with the construction, created a really cool, open, modern, Baja, coastal, Mexican combination here. That's just a really cool spot and really different from anything else in PB.
So I know that they change the menu here every 2 weeks.
Yes, every 2 weeks that allows them to have fresh seasonal selection, seasonal ingredients, and also have variety on the menu so no one selection gets stale.
And with this high-end restaurant now in PB, what do you think that brings to the area?
Every additional high-end restaurant just increases the perception of the community to people looking to move here. You know, someone wants a high-end place that they can go out for a special dinner, and they want it to be in their local neighborhood. So not only does it draw people to live in this area, it also brings in tourism and people from San Diego to experience PB.
Tell us a little bit about the PB Farmers Market, and I know that it's maybe going to expand.
So they're trying to expand. They're trying to move it from right here on Baird Street to be on Garnett Avenue. So they want to be able to get Garnett from Baird all the way to Mission Boulevard closed down. That would give them more space for vendors. Also, it's really the signature street of PB, Garnett Avenue. So people would identify that and the location. I think it would bring more traffic. Right now they've got over 50 vendors, ranging from Modern Times beer to homemade coconut milk. They have a number of flower vendors, vegetable farmers that come. Also, there's a bunch of craft and arts vendors that are also there. So they get a wide variety of shops and local vendors that you can check out at this event. It's every Tuesday from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m.
Now, the group that's really spearheading the expansion of the PB Farmers Market is Beautiful PB, and I know that they're also up to some other things.
So Beautiful PB has a petition on change.org to try and get the mayor to agree to move this location of the farmers market. So right now it's one of those things where you've got MTS and the mayor's office not currently on board, but the community's on board in terms of relocating the farmers market. So people can sign the petition at change.org, and hopefully that will get the mayor's attention, allow this to move. Now, Beautiful PB does a lot of different projects for the area. One of their projects is the PB Pathways, which creates safe routes for biking and skateboarding throughout PB. So kids, adults don't have to use the major streets, Grand Garnett. They've created bike lanes and bike signage on auxiliary streets that make a grid across PB.
Wow, that's incredible. The biking that you were talking about off of the main roads, is that something that we'll be able to see through signage, or are they going to have an app for that?
So right now, if you go up Cass Street, they've done part of Cass Street. So Cass Street used to have a turn lane down the entire middle of it. They've gotten rid of that section north of Tourmaline Street. They've gotten rid of that and have made it where they have bike lanes and single lane traffic and no center turn lane. So you can already see areas that they've implemented the PB pathways, and it's denoted by a little green surfboard on the street that's reflective, so you know that it's part of the PB pathway. Then they also have key signage that tells you it's this distance to the high school on this pathway, it's this distance to the bay, this distance to the middle school. So people know approximately where they're headed without having to look it up on their phone.
Let's talk a little bit about a really cool project that's happening that allows San Diego residents to visit a marsh area just one time a year.
The Kendall Marsh is over there in an area we've been talking about a bunch, near De Anza Cove, near Campland. And this area of Mission Bay is a protected wetlands marsh, but you can't go in it all year round, it's protected. However, they have a Love Your Wetlands Day where they take you on a tour and allow you to walk through the marsh, and that's coming up.
Why do you think that they do that? Do they want people to just be more invested in the community?
They want people to care about the marsh and understand why it's important to the ecosystem and to the environment. Essentially, why should you care about it? They want to teach you about it and have you see it firsthand.
Well, we're going to switch gears here and we're going to talk about real estate for a minute. The 2016 numbers I know are out. Tell us about the consensus here.
So detached house in PB is going to be over $1,250,000. That's where we finished in December 2016. And if you're talking attached, so condo, townhouse, then it's more like 605, right around there. Now, if you look at the active numbers right now in January, the average detached house in PB is over $1,700,000. And the average condo is about $675,000. So we've got a little bit of a gap in between the current asking price and what the solds were, but I think that's good. The market is still trending up. People are still trying to get the highest and best dollars for their property.
You think it'll be a strong 2017?
All signs point to that. There's strong demand. Buyers I've been working with, we're experiencing multiple offers, and it's been almost every property that we've looked at.
All right, great news. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Our thanks to Pueblo and Steve Springer Springer, broker-owner of Ocean Pacific Realty. He is your real estate expert out of this marketplace.
As a real estate professional, there are only so many hours of the day, which means efficiency is more than a buzzword. It's a daily necessity. Two tools from First American Title can help you keep on top of your transactions, either at your desktop or on the go. My First Am puts comprehensive property data at your fingertips, where you can review recorded documents, past transactions, or locate comparable sales quickly and easily. Cost First can also ensure you have 24/7 access to closing costs data, allowing you to generate net sheets, calculate fees, update documents, or email, print, or save your reports, along with TRID calculation and consummation date timeframes. Each sale includes a number of stages to manage, each with the possibility to delay a closing or derail it altogether. Let Cost First and My First Am keep your transactions on track. Contact your local First American representative to get started today.
Hey everybody, Molly O'Dell here, and I am so excited to share some great things with you today. Thanks to our friend Mike Chiesl, your San Diego Realtor. We're gonna get an inside scoop on all the growth that's happening in Vista, and then jot down the coast to 10 Leaf Restaurant to learn about a great restaurant that hopefully will be joining the downtown scene in Vista. Make sure you stay tuned. All right, we are so excited to be here today in Vista to talk to John Franklin, the Deputy Mayor of Vista, correct?
That's right.
And of course, we have our San Diego Realtor over here, Mike Chiesl. How are you?
Yes, ma'am, I'm doing great. Happy to be here.
I know, it's a beautiful location that we're in today. We're so excited. Thank you for having us here.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming to Vista to check out our city hall and check out the great things we have to offer here in our city.
So I want to know what's happening in Vista. It seems like there's so much growth. What's going on?
Well, we're really excited about a lot of great revitalization and reinvestment, particularly in our downtown, which has been driven by investments from the city that were started before redevelopment was ended and continued with some really great planning and strategic vision from the council and from our staff here in the city. And we've got a lot of great breweries and a lot of wonderful places to have a meal that didn't exist 5 years ago. So we're really excited about the recreation and entertainment opportunities, and those have